We're spending time with Doozy Duke, Martin Dreyer and Jeannie the Bomb Bomford at their home in KwaZulu-Natal. Today, myself and the USN fueled couple chat about the challenges of training for multisport events.
Martin, tell me a bit about the world of multisport in general and also some of the disciplines that you get.
The world of multisport, to me, it's very colourful. If you look at single sport being black and white, it's one dimension. Sure, there's a lot of different variations. You've got triathlon, you've got duathlon, you've got adventure racing, you've got on-road, off-road. So there's a lot of different races that can sort of tickle your fancy.
I find it very interesting that you can compete in up to 3 different disciplines at once. Now, exactly how does it work? Do you need to be fit in all of them, or do you kind of favour one?
I do favour certain disciplines. I come from a paddling background, so that's my strength. I also love running. Cycling, I've got to work at it. But you often find that athletes tend to focus on their strengths because it's easy. Like, it's easy for me to go for a paddle because that's what I'm good at. Whereas you tend to neglect your weaknesses. We realise that, so we try and focus a lot more on our weaknesses.
Most often consisting of cycling, running and canoeing, the challenge of multisport events are rapidly switching from one discipline to the next to achieve the best overall time.
Jeannie, from your side, what does it take to become a multisport athlete?
It takes quite a bit of discipline, considering the amount of training or the disciplines you have to train for and the time you have. But apart from that, I think just a love of sport and the love of being able to get out there and appreciate and experience different terrains. I think, like Mart said, with a one sport, it's very one-dimensional. Say you road running, you just hit the road, whereas trail running takes you to masses of different venues and locations and places you wouldn't normally see.
And what is your favourite discipline?
I suppose trail running, because it's easy. We can go out our back door into the forest and it can be quick and hard.
Martin, let's take 3 different disciplines. Let's take mountain biking, trail running and canoeing. How do you go about balancing all of them out?
Yeah, you got to have a training program, because otherwise you tend to spend too much time on the one and not the other. And it's quite important, because with paddling, say you need a certain venue, whereas trail running you can run from your back door. So you try and plan your training around that, because that's a set location. We try and treat ourselves to great locations to inspire ourselves to put in a productive day's training.
With toddler Callum to consider, the couple break up their training sessions into smaller legs, focusing on the different disciplines and building overall fitness, endurance and strength.
You guys train quite a bit, and it's very important to keep the energy and endurance levels up. Now, what supplements do you add into your diet to maintain these levels?
Doing like 2 or 3 sessions a day, sometimes they aren't long. I'm quite aware of keeping energy levels up. Some people will say, well, you're going for a less than an hour run, just drink water. But you can do that, but to me it's not the right thing, because you've got to be thinking of the train session that afternoon or the next morning. And so I use Cyto Power just for ordinary sort of energy level topping up. And after hard sessions, I'll definitely use a recovery drink, which I use Recover Max, because it's got a good combination of carbohydrates and protein. And going to bed at night, then I would have a protein shake, because that's food for my muscles, and that's when they're going to repair best.
Training with his Change Your Life Academy athletes twice a day ensures that Martin is in superb racing form. He coaches the young athlete in the basic principles of sport nutrition with the help of USN.
I've tried a variety of products over the years, and USN has really worked for me. It's helped me achieve what I want in sport. I'm really pleased that over the years that USN have developed a flagship product in energy supplementation, which is the Epic Pro. It's got no artificial colorants, flavorants, it's got no preservatives, and it's something that my body really takes to.
And Jeannie, are there any supplements that you would say that really works for you?
I found a number of the USN products, specifically the BCAA Vitago, which I use for long endurance racing, the Vuma gels, and then the Recover Max I'd use pre and post exercise, and obviously the Diet Fuel as my supplementation during the day.
Jeannie is the women's record holder at the Otter African Trail Run and a proud member of the first SA team to participate in the Trail World Championships in Ireland earlier this year.
Martin, in your professional opinion, do you think you could compete at this level without adding supplements into your life?
I could compete at the level that I'm at, but I wouldn't get the results. You definitely need supplementation, because one thing, endurance-based, the calories I'm burning, I actually can't eat enough. I would have a huge pot belly if I had to ingest the calories I needed. So by having supplementation, you can get a fuel source in your body throughout the day. There's no ways you can compete at the top level without getting energy supplementation.
Tune in again tomorrow as we find out how the lives of young men are being changed through sport. Also join the USN SA page on Facebook for great tips on reaching your own fitness goals.